What's going on, guys? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope all is well. Love and light, everyone. Uh, on my way to work, guys. I just wanted to give you guys some updates. I know it's been a while. It's been a minute since I put out a video, but I did tell you guys that I was going to take some time off from the YouTube world, you know. But now that I'm back, I a lot has went on. For those of you guys just joining in, be sure to hit that like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button. It's about 60 of you guys in here now. Be sure to hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. All right, so a lot has happened. As you guys did for 3 weeks, and I didn't put out any content. I didn't put out any lives. I didn't do any lives when I was in Dominican Republic, and I do have some content that I am going to put out. So let me tell you what happened. I mean, it was I'm like, damn, you know, last time I was out there, the car accident situation. This time, my phone got stolen, so I had limited access. I couldn't do pretty much anything, you know. I couldn't reach out to anybody. I ended up buying me a phone in Dominican Republic, but I didn't have a chip, so I was just using Wi-Fi. I managed to download WhatsApp and Facebook. I managed to download those apps, but bro, I was limited. I was ready. Once my phone got stolen, I was ready to get back on the plane and go back home. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I knew I had business that I had to take care of. You see what I'm saying? So being down there for 3 weeks, it rained a lot, guys. It rained a lot. It rained most of the time. That was one. I couldn't, you know, I was trying to you know, get the roof done, but that didn't happen. See, because I'm gonna. There's a few things that I do want to talk about. I'm not gonna tell all at one time, but I'm just gonna talk about one specific thing, and then, you know, when I get on again, you know, I'll talk about another topic or whatever. But one thing I will say is this, guys, and this is just from my experience. You know, the house is great. Everything is great. I want to just say that everything is great. But I will tell you this, you guys, you guys got to be really, really careful. I mean, it's not easy trying to build a home in Dominican Republic and being here, you know, in the States and working. You know, a lot of us, and I've said it countless of times, guys, yo, a lot of us don't have the time to be down there to micromanage. And even if you are down there micromanaging things, guys, you if you don't know anything about construction, they still screw you right in your face. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, when it comes to when it comes down to doing contracts and, you know, everything being contractual, they already know that they can get over on you. Even with contracts, you got to be careful, guys. You see what I'm saying? And let's just say, okay, you know what? You sign a contract with a contractor, and they don't do all of what they say that they're gonna do in the they don't meet the agreements in the contract. You take them to court. You know, most times you end up losing anyway. You're never gonna recoup that money back. You're never gonna recoup that money back. So you always end up losing. So for those of you guys who are looking to build, and, you know, you trying to do it strategically and picking out your own crew and managing your own crew and let me tell you something. If you're gonna do that, you do need to be there, one, and the only way that I see, the only way to do it really is paying people day by day to ensure that it's going to get done. Okay? Day by day. Day by day. You buy your own materials and you pay by the day. And you sit there and you manage. You know? You have to be there. You can't depend on nobody else to do that shit for you. Because you end up getting yourself screwed. You know? You end up getting yourself screwed. So, and I done been transparent with you guys from the beginning, only because what's the point of, putting out information and you're not telling all? And then you're going to get backlash from people and all of that stuff. Yeah, it comes with the territory, but I ended up having to find somebody else, only because, going through this whole process, guys, I done been through about 3 maestros. I'm on my 3rd maestro. Now, the young guy that I was dealing with, he was good for what he was worth. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you done been down this road, you already know what to look out for and the red flags and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm one of those people, you give a person enough rope until they hang themselves. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm getting ready to do the roof. I'm ready to do the roof, right? So, he's throwing different numbers at me, and I'm just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I ended up having to get other quotes now. And now, this guy, he comes and gets me at the airport. You know what I'm saying about that right now, because I got some things going on. But anyway, I will later on. Y'all have no idea what's going on. There's so much more that I want to say, but I can't tell all right now because there's some legal things going on. Not that I did anything wrong, but you got people trying to sue you. Man, y'all have no idea. And that's another thing. I'm being as calm and cool and collective as possible, only because I know I ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to hide, but when it's crazy because when you are a foreigner, gringo, whatever you want to call it, man, and I might be all over the place right now because I'm just like, yo, that shit just came to my head. But when you a foreigner and a gringo, you got to be really careful of how you move in Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because, and that's just anywhere, even here in the United States. I can't even put Dominican Republic in a place by itself, because it's the same shit with the United States, But a person, when they seize a moment to sue you, oh, they're gonna try. So now I'm in the process of being sued. Yeah. So I have that going on between me being sued, my phone being stolen. What else? It taking about damn near most of my trip to find somebody to do the job, only because people were really trying to get over on me, man. Really trying